again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love once again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I tell you what, my heart is just overflowing with joy, and my mind is filled with ideas and inspirations once again. So, brothers and sisters, sincerely, to all of you who are already here, man, praise God sincerely. Greetings and thank you to all who may tune in and join today. May your heart smile. May many, many blessings be found through you and with you all today. Let today be a day to rejoice, right? Sincerely. I'm feeling pretty good. This topic today came from earlier Jack Tales, right? Straight from the horse's mouth, so to say. The idea of live with love to live without fear. It's so simple, so obvious, man. But where we got today, the reminder of the ever-growing practice, right? Healthy practice of gratitude. Can't go wrong with that. With a healthy practice of gratitude, every moment brings an opportunity for happiness to live through you. And we want the world to enjoy more happiness, so let it be through you and me, right? Let us be happy together. Because seriously, earlier today, I was in such a state of love, I realized nothing matters, man. And truly, little matters when in a state of love. Love is God. So live with love, baby. And the rest, and know, right? Live with love and know that the rest will work itself out. Everything does. Everything works out one way or another. What we think about it or how it makes us feel, doesn't matter. Temporarily. Yeah, the pains are real, dude. Shit hurts. In my mind is a recent conversation I had. Now, I have a tendency to be insensitive to some people without realizing it. Not intentionally being insensitive, but truly being not fully understanding, right? Because someone's fear, someone's anger, someone's pain, that is real to them. No one can take it away from them. No one can do anything for anyone, right? Except themselves. And without doing right, doing yourself right, you're not going to do right by others. You won't really pay attention. Because we live in a world of confusion. And so far, the confusion seems to be winning. Donald Trump is evidence. Netanyahu is evidence. This is corruption. It's insanity. It's criminals enabling criminals. Who are we enabling? And why are we doing it? Oh, I didn't really have an awful lot to promote or to a lot of notes today. But I am excited to get started. And so let me just jump right into everything. I'm going to drop the link. And for those who wish to join the conversations with Jack, you are welcome to do so. And I'm going to flow just a little bit more, though, still. Because I told a friend that I would share this promotion because it appears there is limited time for something. And here, for those who are willing to play along, I'm dropping in the link. I'm dropping in the chat a link for apparently America's Favorite Couple 2025. Time is running out. There it is. They got 3 hours and 52 minutes left for the voting to continue. And it was asked of me that I would bring up some support for this couple. I encourage you, check the link, check it out, see what you think. And it doesn't cost anything to do the vote. You can do it right through Facebook. It was real simple from what I saw. So it's for Sean and Kelsey, and they've got a cool story here, right? And it looks like a real cute couple. They're doing something for some other kids that aren't theirs, and please forgive me. I'm not doing their story justice, but it's kind of a cool opportunity for some young kids, right? And someone I love asked me to share some support. So that's what I'm doing. For those who are willing, give it a check and give it a vote. And then other than that, here, one more thing here. Wait, I've got a guest here in the back and a couple. So before I bring others up, how are you today, my brother?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
So in the back we have Illumitami, and I don't think he's been around for the last few days, and I haven't made it over to his stream, so we haven't caught up. But Tommy, I'm going to bring you up, and just so you're aware, you are welcome here, my friend. And the only thing we ask is, polite conversations. Don't try to dominate the conversations or just turn into argument, but you are welcome here.
Right. It would have went better if you would have spared me the intro, Jack. Would you like to start doing a segment, possibly, if I show up early enough on your shows? Would you like to do a segment where I discuss your previous day's show with you?
That could be interesting if you're willing to listen as well, but that would be
conditional things from the unconditional love, right? It's just a conversation, Jack.
Well,
really so quite simple request.
How about can you offer like an example regarding yesterday?
Yeah, I think whenever I was doing a show about you and Paul being right back to season 1, to have Z come back on the scene, and do you really think you can wear the glove that would put those power stones together again, Jack? You think you can handle that? Think you can Thanos that? You think you can facilitate Z and Paul 2 Electric Boogaloo?
The worst is...
Jack, in a panel verse like this, it's, as the lore master, that's job security.
I know it seems impossible, Tom. I know it does, but you've got to realize.
Listen, Jack, I think I'd jump on the wagon with ending all wars before I think you can keep Z and Paul at mutual fence sitting together.
You keep underestimating me, my friend.
Okay, that's for like new friendships. We're 3 years and counting, Jack. That's why your new co-host, if he's not careful, will set himself up to look silly the way you enable his condescending of the people that have interacted with you for 3 years.
Actually, Landry offered some very clear observations on the time wasting.
Landry. I don't stick around, but what I said.
Right. Been a lot of time wasting practices. There's been a lot
But
of
we don't have to do anything. Just be.
correct.
Then what are you so something about everything for?
I'm actually not as something about everything as much as you think I am. I promise. We're getting
I don't
there.
know. You kind of went hard on us for not something that thing that you are.
Tom, you are amazing.
I
Okay?
am.
I
You
know.
said it, not me.
I
You're
know.
not
I'm
hard
not.
to impress, Jack. Most people out here aren't hard to impress, though. Like, look. Oh, they're losing their shit. They don't know how I did it.
You're not. The lighting isn't very good. It's like you're an
Good,
angel.
because I'm not getting any younger, Jack. Um, it was a little gay yesterday with the whole, hey, let's get our three-way dick thing and let's bring Landry in for fourth. It got a little panel-verse gay, but did you even see, like, a slight silence of Paul, like, waiting to see where you're going to go with this Z promotion thing? Did you pick that up in real time?
Probably not as well as you did.
Thank you, Jack. I'm not against it. I want to see how this plays out.
I do too.
I didn't know he was, is he globing yet? Is he still rising Earth, rising plate?
He's actually streaming. I visited his stream before.
No, I know how you do. I know how you do. The hey, can I take us in a different direction? I know. It's the Jack Talcott show everywhere. It's not the Paul and Slave show, I guess.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Well, except where Tommy's at, because Tommy just takes over.
Tommy stays in his own lane, and Tommy doesn't take over as much as it does him. Like, I don't get wet in the ocean gets me.
Tommy, you have been a big part of this. It's fat.
Oh, I know. I'm still gonna be because I think you started panel something to Electric Boogaloo yesterday with that facilitation of the entities.
Oh,
I
Tommy.
thought it was about done. I thought we were out of the things. It always kicks back up, doesn't it? It just loops right back up.
It's getting even better. So
we agree to disagree on that one.
No, including with Rose. I heard about some fiasco with your trying to get your bags back to you again.
Well, now, there was a time that she angrily demanded the address to send them to, yes, and now it seems to be a struggle to get them back.
Well, no, I swear she mentioned her and Jason going to try and meet someone and driving.
Yeah, I got scammed.
Oh, man.
That's not for anything I couldn't deal. I know how to deal with scammers. I definitely got scammed for a very minor value meal, but they wanted more.
Tell you what, it's almost guaranteed, okay? Because Landry and I are heading that direction soon. And we'll get your stuff to the mailbox.
All right, we'll see.
Hey, I would appreciate real quick. That, I want to just one small thing because I would
appreciate that very much, Jack Talcott.
That's a scary close up. But you live in Colorado, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I spent 6 years in
Denver. Doxed Denver.
Denver with dogs. Like you run.
I dox myself all the time. I got a big old dox between my legs.
Dox. Okay, I see. Yeah,
this big swinging dox isn't scared of being doxed.
Big swinging what?
Dox.
Please,
he's a quick one, Jack. I like where he's going, Jack. That's he's got potential.
He's amazing. You are too. So
yeah, that word loses meaning every time you label somebody with it.
Well, Tom,
loses value, Jack. You just throw it around. Everybody that says hello, you're like, you're amazing. You're special.
Tom, please recognize where we are, just for a moment, because
I always know where.
Landry was trying to offer something regarding Denver, as I understood, or at least Colorado,
Well, no, Denver as well. Just a connection. I was extending forth the connection of humanity. Saying
I'm not
that
really
I know
under
all
any
about
need
Denver.
for humanitarian aid, but go ahead.
No, I'm not offering you money. I'm just saying 1-to-1 on a
Who
human
said
level.
me on?
Well, now you're just being silly.
I'm saying spit it out, whatever you were going to say.
I am. I'm talking at my normal speed. I don't operate at 10x like you. Sorry, do I need to speed it up?
This is foreign to him, Landry.
I'd appreciate it. How many people offer to speed it out, Landry? They tell me to slow down.
Yeah, that would be normal.
Right. No, and you're right, Tom. Landry is different than how many other people will treat you. That's something I've noticed about him myself. So he's genuine. What he said was he's just showing a connection to you.
Okay, what's the connection? Is he also in Colorado?
A lot of time in Denver, in Commerce City specifically.
Oh, okay.
And
that's the part I was missing, Landry. I was lost without that part.
What, Commerce City?
Before you said you've done Denver time, I thought you just wanted a place to send him a serious white powder.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Jack knows what it means.
I'm not sure. But anyway, so Denver seems like a pretty cool place. I didn't spend much time.
Until the liberals take over, yeah.
It's not that cool. It's
really.
I mean, I'd
argue it's getting bluer by the minute.
Well, that and it's it's not a very. I mean, there's some cool parts about it, but even the amusement park's kind of lame. I think there's not really as much scenery as there is in Colorado Springs. Yeah,
we got the best water world in America.
Oh, it's so mid, That's just pride because you live there. It's like a sports
it just gets
team.
real. No, I think it's like the central, what do you call it? Like when a company is based somewhere, the headquarters. I think it's the headquarters water world. It's pretty sweet, especially if you're tripping balls.
Thank you, Tom. Can just pause for a moment, please, and thank you.
Why did Frank get a long intro before you dropped him in?
What?
Why doesn't Frank get a long intro before you bring him in?
I didn't want to interrupt you guys. Golly geez. So welcome to you, Frank. How you been, my friend?
Doing good. Thank you, Jack. Good to see you. Modern Men, first time I believe we've met. And Illumitami, the illustrious Illumitami. Greetings, sir.
We've met before, but it's good to know I've been forgotten already.
No.
Have we met on panel? I don't think we've met on panel.
Just once, just once.
But yeah, not since you've taken your new role.
Well, I might have been off camera, to be fair.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, blessings. I hope you all are doing well. Good to see you. I'm here because time allows, and I saw Illumitomedy in the house. I wanted to say hello to him and try to put some water under the bridge. And good to see you again, Jack. I'm always looking for reconciliation and healing, as you know.
Yes, it is here. It is there. Actually, the timing is perfect, Frank. I know there's others I didn't reach out to, but not to speak for Landry, but what I understood from our conversations, it's given me more confidence in me and what I'm doing. And I'm serious about creating more with the Live Without Fear. So a team Live Without Fear, a team Talcott, so to say. And the direction will kind of depend on where we start. Who's on board and what's available from there.
Yeah, good magic. I'm looking forward to like a sort of super clipped video or something that I could re-upload to my page, and that would let people, and I like to do ads throughout my videos when I do live streams, and mention people. I've mentioned TML a lot in the past because I like his philosophical inquiry into things. And then recently I even mentioned Illumitami. He saw that, he responded to it. So good looking out, Tommy. Little cowboy
Can
meme.
you explain that? Can you explain the thing that you tagged? Maybe Jack will just play it.
Oh, I already deleted it. I just wanted to see if I could get a response from you and then say hello via that.
That's how you said hello?
Yeah. Just a way to reach out.
And tag all my enemies in it too? It seems like bad magic.
It seems like I only tagged.
What is this? I don't understand. You're just having a personal conversation about some sort of text message? Is that what is
Oh
it?
no! It was just a little meme I posted on YouTube.
It was YouTube.
Okay.
I tagged Loom, Tommy, and Jack.
Let's fill the audience in. It was a very short about a cowboy crying, and he tagged me and all my enemies in it and left it at that to say hi, I guess.
It seemed appropriate at the time because it was you were wearing a similar cowboy hat, and it seemed like, to me, it seemed to embody the essence of what's going on.
So you're saying I'm a crybaby with a cowboy hat on?
No, that's not what I was saying.
Because on this channel, I feel like I can just bring my problems to people straight, and I'll be accused of crying.
I think we're getting way too far afield, and I don't. That's something that Jack doesn't really appreciate necessarily. But all it said was, "I miss you." Right?
Can I say that Tommy officially has a strike?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Tommy. Just so you know, the warning. Please realize it's not the Tommy show. It's not you take over every conversation. Okay, you're welcome to participate.
Come up and air business with me, but I can't handle it.
Yeah, and maybe that's my bad. I don't think if I mentioned it first off, I don't think I should have.
That's Jack's bad.
I apologize for that.
It's always Jack's bad. It's Jack's show.
Tell you what, though, Tommy, you're still the one who receives the notice, because I encourage you to please recognize, where we are.
And you think you're going to lead people like Paul and Z, or reunite them, or me even?
Nope.
Yep.
You're going to say in that plane crash on an island, hey, I'll lead all these panel people?
You are either a part of this, or you're not a part of this.
Question, Jack.
And I'm answering, you're either a part of this, cooperating, or you're not a part of this, like Snafu. Okay?
So, well, you've compared me to Snafu far more than is ever warranted. But I mean, is that how you lead? Is like your way or the highway? That sounds like boss stuff.
Well, that's a far more interesting line of inquiry as well, Jack. I recently saw you on Zetetic Warrior, and I heard mention that there might be a biography forthcoming. And so, like, if everybody that gets involved and stays involved can promote that and bring awareness to it as it unfolds, I think that would give it a lot more power. So that's something I'm asking a little more about. Is there anything? And I apologize if I've overstepped here. Is there anything more you want to tell us about it, or have you already mentioned it, or because folks would definitely be interested?
Well, it's still unfolding, but yeah, Landry and I kind of discussed some of it already with Zetetic Warrior. He kind of broke the scoop, I guess. But you know what? There we go. My goal is to become one, right? I want to live a life that is newsworthy. I want to do what is, worthy of news. And
Jack,
he broke the scoop.
You were in Las Vegas on the night I didn't see muzzle flash from a broken hotel window, and you're saying you want to be newsworthy again?
I know, dude. It's the paradox. This is the real life I'm living. It's crazy, but it's true. This is really happening.
Yeah, I mean, since you are somewhat newsworthy, you were on with Don Lemon, for fuck's sake. It's not nobody.
Yeah, that way there was 2 gay dudes on camera.
That's where you react, Illumitami. You're so jealous, aren't you?
Hardly. I live outside, and I'm not jealous of any of these people.
Okay. Well, Tom, you might look within just to see. Because it could be that you're a little jealous of the attention that Paul has gotten.
And actually, you just live outside.
Or after 3 years of being told I'm jealous, no one says what I'm jealous of. I say...
But really, Illumitami, could you? I mean,
You said my name.
could anybody? I mean, would you be able to face up to Don Lemon? You wouldn't. But
Don Lemon doesn't intimidate me.
look, Jack.
Why would Don Lemon intimidate me? He's gay.
Jack did it. Jack did it. You wouldn't even be able to.
Is Tommy peeing?
No, he's not. I looked.
He's spending his days at a park where there's a water source.
Yeah, that's smart.
Hey, do we want to address the elephant in the back room, or do we want to just maybe ignore him completely if he's starting out with that Jack is a coward?
No.
Oh, if that's what he's starting with, yeah.
And other words.
Stephen, you're not getting it. Don't be stupid.
Let's bring him up.
Good. No, gratefully, he chose to leave.
I wanted to ask him some questions about recent posts he's made.
Fair enough, but
And he doesn't talk to me like a person in my show, Jack. That's one advantage you have here. He'll talk normal here.
have you tried joining his?
Is he back to using StreamYard?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't
Whatever
know.
it was, whatever he was using that wasn't StreamYard, my devices do not stay connected to it.
Oh. Anyway, tell you what. Welcome, Frank. Welcome, El Perro. Welcome, Voynich. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, dude, I joined this panel because El Perro is here, Frank Monday is here, Jack Talcott, Illumin Tommy himself, and this new star on the firmament. What's his name again? Modern Man Lost Again. Yeah.
See, my theory's coming more correct, Jack. Because my old channel was deleted, Boy forgot we were making progress into the bygones. And now that that channel is gone, he's right back to his old bullshit. You see how my theory's coming out?
Yeah, I'm worthless. I know.
And
Sorry.
I'm curious. Modern Men Lost Again. Do folks call you Landry? Is that correct? Is that what you go by?
That is my name. I was given as a small child. Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I was a little confused when I was listening to Zetetic Warrior debrief, because he talked a bit about you guys after the show.
Yeah, it's Modern Men Lost Again. It's like me and this other guy started a podcast. We did like 10 episodes and then he quit. So I kind of got stuck with the name. So I'm not trying to hide, but I do kind of like it. It's not where I want to change it, but I don't hide from anyone. Call me Landry. Yeah, or Laundry.
Were you Flow State's original partner?
Who?
Were you Flow State's original partner?
I've never talked. Maybe I've only talked to Mike, I think, once on this show.
All right. No, his original channel, Flow State, he started years ago with another guy, and then we met him after that guy was gone. That would have been full circle had it been you.
You know, it's funny how
Imagine
people
that.
think,
Imagine that. Flow State couldn't keep his partner around. Imagine that.
it's funny how people like Steven think they own you, huh, Jack? While you live rent free in his head because he keeps coming back day after
We don't
day
go there.
with the same
don't go
thing,
there.
just like Thomas.
Yep.
And he produces more content about you than anybody else out there, as far as I can tell.
Tommy and Steven are close, probably. No, Steven's got him. Steven's got him on me. Tommy's pretty fair about getting a lot of people.
He's just do truth.
I
know.
think Gorilla Gems and Talcott Clip Collection has you all beat.
No,
But that's
what
them,
your
right?
daddy tried to get that rivalry. There's a new.
I'm not trying to be my god or anything, but you keep talking over
There's
Tommy.
a
What's going on?
neutrality to the editors where we're not going to let channels turn us against each other, and your daddy tried that.
Tom, I don't think you're.
Yeah, it's not processing in his brain.
Okay, Jack, enable the old crew to.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry to do that, Tommy, but what I was trying to address with you was your patterns of interruptions. You were already warned once, so I'm not inclined to bring you back up today.
Well, I mean,
Get a fair shot.
when this panel gets boring, and of course it will, you know, I mean, look at us, a bunch of nerds. You know, you might bring in Tommy again. Why not?
Well, why I wouldn't is if he's not willing to change. Because, and here, let me address. Yes, Stephen was banned from the StreamYard because even though he's been told he's not welcome here, he still keeps clicking the link. So rather than deal with that, he's banned, and then he's continuing his behavior in the chat, and he's irrelevant to me. Who's barking?
I think by listening to the sounds in the background, I think that is it coming from Modern Man or Frank Monday?
It was El Perro.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was muted. And Voy, you're just pandering to the audience. They love drama.
Or
no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
No, I know. It wasn't you. But
Who is Voyage? I don't understand. I've never seen you before.
yeah, well,
Yeah, we should get a bit of an intro to Voynich.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about yourselves, right?
who's this Modern Man lost again, and who's got the background that sounds like an institution?
That is a 1-year-old child.
Oh.
Thank you.
Gargamel. Yeah, there he is.
So Voynich.
Yeah.
I mean that you were asked what your story is. What are you bringing?
Yeah, 60-second elevator pitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? I was
Why not?
This.
You're not ready to answer for your.
I was not prepared for this.
Probably
Well, then
not. I agree. I understand that.
Let's get back to center, Jack. I mean, what more can you tell us about the upcoming biography and like what's going on with that? And like, I mean, can you address it?
Thank you. Yes, there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot of cool things going on. We mentioned it on the Zetetic Warrior stream earlier. There's discussions of a live event coming soon with the it'll be music and truth, right? Bit of a stage and a little bit of show, some entertainment, some wisdom being shared with me as one of the guest speakers, and Zetetic Warrior. He's been invited as well. Beyond that, so potential upcoming live events, and then beyond that, I've had the idea of a documentary in my head for quite a while, and there's a lot of potential with what has been going on with me, as well as where this Live Without Fear is going. It's an amazing time to start really giving it some attention. And so Landry, he stumbled into me, I stumbled into him, and it's just like, as far as I'm concerned, it's been an amazing development.
Cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I've met up
further.
with the character before, and it's surely is an interesting character, I must say.
Yeah, and I was going to say, to further elaborate a little bit on that, I heard that maybe like Crow 777 or Rose 777 might be like doing some production on it as well. Is that something that's
Nothing's been committed. I mean, I understand they've had their own ideas for their own type of documentaries. I don't fully understand their intentions. I know they have experience in that field, and I know that they're certainly willing to support me. So I don't know that they directly will be involved with creating it or producing it, but they've already been. Rose was part of the divine connection, right? Following the signs, it was Rose that led Landry to me, and it turns out Rose and I have some other connections beyond that, some other ideas. And so then you bring in Jason, you bring in Crow. There's like,
man, that's a very talented man.
yeah,
Yeah. As is Rose. As is
Yeah,
Rose.
there's a lot of good magic there. I've done call-ins on both. I did a call-in on Rose's show, and then right after you were on Zetetic Warrior, I went over and I did a bit of a call-in there, and he offered to do an interview with me upcoming in the near future. And Rose's friend Ben Benderson, I believe, he's an alchemist. He also said he would like to interview me. And then recently I was on Strange World. I'm not sure if you guys are all at all familiar with Mark Sargent on Strange World, but I would recommend you to, Jack, for you. This is for you, Jack. I would recommend you to seek out an interview or an appearance on his channel, because he's got 100K subs, which is no little thing. And he's been in the conspiracy community for a long time, but he's deeply religious and very interested in movements that bring forward, Christ's message.
you said that was Strange World?
That's the Flat Earth show.
Is he deeply religious?
So Zetetic Warrior is as well, right? But so they're kind of in similar circles.
All right. Well, here, please. Hey, Voy, please. Actually, I know you were trying to get something out. Please be aware of interruptions. Do you still have something you wanted to get out?
Well, no, I just had this question, like a Mark Sargent being deeply religious. I never noticed, but so.
Thank you. I don't know the answer to that, but I wanted to give Landry an opportunity to feed back his perspective on some of these things too.
I apologize. That was an off-the-cuff assessment just on my part.
No worries. I didn't find anything wrong. But I do tell you, Landry, you got thoughts?
Well, just if it's just being honest here, I mean, with a lot of these people, I'm not sure where they're at now, but everything that happened with Antarctica, there's a lot of explosions in the flat Earth community. So I'm not sure where Mark Sargent is at now. But what I do appreciate about you, Jack, is that you are able to be this kind of separate part from the that discussion. So if you're able to branch out and reach out to these people and kind of get them away from obsessing over the flat Earth, I think that would be a huge win. However, I've not seen it happen in 10 years because these people that are there have just been so focused on it for so long. But we'll see.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, I think they're ready for fresh blood and a new message, and moving on and expanding out. Because, to be in all honesty with you, like, the interviews or appearances that I've made on these various channels in the recent past has given me like over 150 to close to 200 subs in a very short period of time, which I haven't seen that type of number increase anywhere else.
That's what I've been. Yes, congrats, and those are great ideas. I'm gonna explore some of these a little bit more. I've been pursuing conversations with some of the more successful platforms, because I know that people will connect to the message. It's just a matter of getting it out there and getting it through the interruptions and all the nonsense. But luckily, Go ahead, Frank.
I was just going to say, yeah, and that's the thing too. You spend, quite a bit of regular, consistent time here online as well. And if a part of that was spent in doing more and more of those reaching out interviews, it would definitely broaden your spectrum and your base.
Yes, and it. Daisy, I love you so much. You try so hard, but you don't understand. I see you. Okay, we have no issues. You have triggered me in the past, which means that I should give you some attention and me some attention. So if there's a way for us to talk, please let's help create that opportunity.
Yeah, much love to Daisy. And the other thing is too, Landry. Like I know you're working behind the scenes now a little bit. Like if there's a marketable, like a single product, like a 2 to 3 minute video that other folks can easily or readily download and then re-upload to their channel, like a blurb, a kind of 60-second elevator pitch for Jack's channel. That would definitely be of something of interest for me, which I'm willing to definitely put on my channel and showcase.
Are you a Talcottian? Are you a Talcottian?
A what?
Frank, are you a Talcottian? Talcottian. A Jack Talcott.
Oh yeah, since day one. Yeah, I've been about a bit of a Talcottian. Absolutely. Sometimes I drink a few too many Budweisers and talk some shit, but for the most part, like I'd say 90% of my slant towards Jack has always been good, and I love you a lot, Jack. I mean, just to be straightforward and honest.
I know you do. I know you do, and that's why I wanted to extend the invitation. I don't know what it would look like, but the amount of time, the amount of effort, the amount of energy would be up to you. I'd like you to consider. Let's talk more, but I'd like you to consider what it might look like to join Team Talcott.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a thing. I will definitely.
No, that's too much. That's too much, Jack. I mean,
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not enough, right? Yeah, we all have to make an effort.
Well, I see the character. I see a lot of similarities between us. You've been very understanding, even when I've been very gruff, right? I was downright rude to you. And you took everything with grace. And that shows me a strong character. And I know you're a family man. And actually, that's what I was thinking earlier, really. I do want a team. I want a team of people sharing their talents, connections, whatever's helpful, to help this grow.
Sorry, that was my family. Sorry, that's my daughter.
Thank you. I got you. But this team, what would I be looking for in team members? Dude, my standards are so low. All I'm really looking for is someone who's like family oriented, someone who cares about justice and what's right. That's really all I care about. I mean, we all got rough edges, but as long as we don't give up on each other and as long as we have a combined purpose, right? We join together in time for a common purpose. Online, it appears, right? Online is a great place just to hang out, waste some time, wait till it's time to go to bed or time to go do something else. But we live in a world of fantasy. It's all illusion, more than people realize. This wealth class and religious class and color class and all of this non-political nonsense. We're the ones who have to overcome it. And we're perfectly positioned. I'm right outside of Washington, D.C. If we can get through Donald Trump's head into his heart so that he leads with love, and here's the topic. Perfect segue into the topic, man. Live with love. When you truly live with love, there is nothing else that matters. And it's so simple and so obvious. It's the only thing that makes sense, though. God is love. Because when you live with God, you have no fear. When you live with love, nothing matters, right? When you're in that state of love and bliss and joy, happiness, I achieved that this morning simply by getting stuff done, right? Seeing myself effectively, efficiently using my time. I got laundry done, got stuff cleaned up. It's just a bunch of little things, but it's a bunch of blessings. It's a bunch of achieved goals. Man, I was filled with fulfillment. I felt good, man. And then I realized, when you feel that good, nothing in the world matters. I mean, I know there's still Palestine, I know there's still poverty, and there's still innocent men and women in prisons. I know there's evil in this world, but I know that love wins.
And Jack, rather than thinking of it as evil, I see it more of a immaturity, an expansive immaturity of people unwilling to take upon responsibilities, unwilling to be open-minded enough to accept new teachings, new knowledge, new ways of doing things. And this is the premise that we get set up in that public education system, to go ahead and pay tribute to that false patriarch and depend on them, because they're going to provide and protect for you, which is the very destruction of that family foundation of set thine house in order. If you get your protection from God as a man, knowing your dominion is given from him, that dominion isn't necessarily control and possession. It's that knowledge. Again, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So the true benefit there is the knowledge. So when you set your house in order and you teach your children in the ways of the Lord, they shall not waver. And that ways in the Lord is to ascend in all forms of life, even in our earthly form, where we go through phases. We've been stunted in an immature phase. That's the way I see it. That's my opinion, folks. Regardless of any religion, there's still a spiritual concept there of letting a man grow up and learn his talents and incorporate the reading, writing, and arithmetics according to his necessity. No one needs to be a scientist to do some damn paintings, but they might need to know some color schemes and a little bit of mathematics and how to read certain literature to grow their own talents. Outside of that, this is what's missing, is people being able to think outside the box, have critical thinking to come up with novel ideas. Thank you.
Yes, and what's even more than that is, back in the day, there would be teachers that would be able to point out the special talents in their pupils, right? They would say, like, this one is actually very good at this, as would your parents, right? As would the parents of the children. And if the parents would not be able to point out the talents of the children, there might be teachers who would be more apt to do such a thing, right? And that's actually what education is about. Not so much about getting them all into.
Here's what I know.
Right?
The world is abundant with teachers, but people don't listen. They don't listen to one another. They don't listen to their intuition. They listen to their memories. They listen to opinions. People drive each other insane, but in the end, it's only the individual. The individual drives the individual insane. It's our karmic life path. We can either live with God and love, or we can live absent from God and love. But it's not really absent. It's just absent from our awareness, from our appreciation.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jack, but it's just an ever-learning path, right? We can only be the teacher if we are the pupil too, right? And the other way around.
Correct. There's a time and a place for all things, but the goal is to reach the gnosis, to reach the knowing of who you are. And who you are, every one of us, we are the God that we doubt. We've underestimated ourselves. We've surely underestimated God. The God I've discovered, man, praise God.
I still underestimate myself, and I don't even know this guy who calls himself Modern Man Lost Again. And I'm getting to trusting you, Jack, but I've grown accustomed to what's his name again? It's not Charlie Chaplin. It's Keith, right? It's Keith.
Yes,
Yeah.
Correct.
I got you.
I hated him so much in the beginning, and I think that's the best start, hating somebody. I mean, the only way is up from there. If you hate somebody at first, you can only, it can only get better after that. What do you think?
From experience, those who you hate are the ones you should learn from.
Yeah.
Well, and
Okay.
as I've voiced several times already, Jack, it is a firm belief of mine that the best relationships, the ones that are the most solid, are the ones that do go through this criticism back and forth and help each other stand in a firmer, more honest, integral way.
Keith,
We're not sitting here tearing each other down. We're criticizing the things we say and do to each other because we are all guilty of that. I don't condemn you for that. I just mention it, say, hey, it could be better done this way. I don't always have the best way of saying it like that, but that is my intent.
I believe that. Well, the thought that came up, no offense, my brother, but what you initially described, that relationship of testing each other out, those are patterns of codependency. That's a symptom of unhealthy behavior.
In the ways we did it, yeah.
I thought it was I always thought it was healthy, but okay.
It's not always. It can be, but it's not always.
Right.
Okay.
The distinction is in the ways we do it. When we start slinging ad hominems and do the character attacks, that's not the proper criticism. That has no foundation. It's losing your own purpose and argument itself because you yourself can't stay on track. It's when you can stay on track and leave the emotions out and stick to the concise principles that you're talking about to make sure that you're staying on track with those.
Landry, if you're talking to us, you're muted.
Okay, am I back?
Nice.
Now you
Sorry, she unplugged my thing, and I know she might be loud, so I'll try to make this quick. But wouldn't you say there's like a bunch of places online where you can kind of have this dialogue where people, I realized that on the Taco show where I could go there and sharpen my sword, sort of thing. But I feel like a lot of the time where we're getting at here is like and I'm not saying should be forbidden because nobody wants somebody to be completely off limits, but what I assume you're trying to achieve, Jack, is you're trying to get things like going in a certain direction. Is we're all in a group, and sometimes, not right now, but in other situations where there's a lot of people talking, throwing shade, it just gets to be like you can't even hear anyone. So I do respect this where we're talking and we hear each other.
Their own shade. Did you say that?
Yeah.
I did say it, their own shade.
Yeah, and it is. Thank you. And I'll support as well. Thank you for the dialogue that we're having. The method of conversation where everyone's talking at the same time, man. It drives me nuts. It frustrates me. So
No,
the goal,
Information overload, and
Yes,
I just wanted.
Oh, sorry, Frank, but it also is inspiring, you must say. I mean, it is to me, and that's why I joined, right?
Yeah, and those level of conversations, they appeal to the masses because they're interested in a very dramatic overriding experience that kind of obfuscates their own reality. But and I know some of you are probably familiar with Carlos Castaneda's work, and in the future I'm working on a short essay. Carlos Castaneda, The Way of the Yakai Warrior or whatever, he wrote about 12 books on shamanism from South America. Anyway, my point being, I want to write an essay based on like a Rastafarian model of the way conversation should occur. In his model, he laid out like 3 people is the minimum to have philosophical or spiritual inquiries, and it's like passing the peace pipe around. Each person should express when they receive, and then they shouldn't hold on to it too long and pass it on to the next person. And so he talked about this entire model, where the energy naturally moves among participants, and if anyone holds on to it too long or doesn't pass it or tries to grab it out of rotation, right, and we get a very simple incantation, puff puff pass, right? And that's something that I think is really missing a lot of times in many of these panel experiences.
Yeah, there's a lot of people,
I
they
feel
don't
I'm gonna have
realize.
to roll up now. You know, I don't smoke that bong. I fucking hate those bongs. So, but you know, I feel like it.
So I'm not sure if you realize, please, um, many people, especially on these panels, what I've witnessed is they lack self awareness and they're kind of selfish in their behavior. They don't really care about the other panelists. And I love that idea of, a truly peaceful tribe is going to, sit and share. And that's truly how wisdom is best grown, especially if we can have fun. And if we can have fun sharing the wisdom, then that's where the lessons are learned because people are paying attention instead of living in their own little fantasy world. I mean, it's fascinating how many people join and put me totally in the background. It's like, huh, all right.
Yeah, that reminds me. Can we get back to Jack? Come on.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Come on.
Yeah, and that was part of my point to illustrate
I
that a lot of the reason
this modern man that lost the
a lot of the reason people feel
Look
comfort
at
in
this
your presence, Jack, is because of that simple fact that you don't bogart the joint, so to speak, most of the time. And thank you for that, El Perro. You really just caused a lot of envy and jealousness in me.
Well, and that was kind of the point I was trying to make, Jack. You know, people say that all the time. It's all about Jack. And, you know, I can see the Jack in there. But
he never hit it.
But the Jack I see is the one that's thinking about everybody else. He's the one that's also thinking about those desolate children, you know, and that's an aspect I don't see in a lot of other people. A lot of other people, it's about me, me, me. So no, I don't see it's about Jack here, and that's one of those things I come to appreciate about you, Jack.
I appreciate that.
I'm wondering about your demeanor, Jack. I'm seeing some of the, what are we feeling?
And some of that's coming from the chat, right?
No, we've got another guest. We've got Tommy in the back. We've got Snafu in the back now.
Oh, let's get him, please. I mean, I like being here with you. Modern Man Lost Again, and Frank, and Charlie Chaplin himself. Come on, dude. I mean, just.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Matt Moon Crazy, for the contribution. Sincerely. Great panel today without the annoying trolls. I'm going to keep it as it is. Snafu, not today. Tommy, not today. Thank you.
Snafu had his chance, and he wouldn't even stop speaking for 10 seconds, or not even 10, sorry, 2 seconds to let me address his big claims. But by the way, Snafu, right. If you want to make a claim, you're more than welcome to come. And what I've been doing lately is I've been doing some silently streaming stuff where I'm working on projects that we're collaborating on. And if anyone wants to learn what I'm doing and how easy it is, and they want to help out, they can come by. I'm not even talking the whole time because it's not a very engaged thing because there's just some music playing. And if people come in, I'll talk. But if they want to come in and tell me what I'm doing, it's they were saying earlier, they can go right ahead and address me.
The fuck, you're just working these algorithms, are you, bro? Wow.
Aren't we all?
Nice.
And I'd like to comment to that briefly too, if I may. Just the fact that since Landry showed up and he's been, kind of giving you the co-support, I've seen his ability to bring you back to center and make you realize, necessarily when you're deviating into those troubled waters that aren't necessarily proactively productive to what you've got going on, to bring you back in course with that. And I think it's a really good thing. I mean,
thank you. I see that too. And what that is Landry's willing to take me seriously. I see that from our conversations and what he's shown. And if he's willing to take me seriously, that means I can do a better job. And if I'm going to take me more seriously, then I stop enabling the clowns. So people can Go ahead.
I'm here. Charlie Chaplin is here. Frank Monday is here. I mean, do you want more clowns?
Well, a relevant point that I would like to bring up, and in reference to Voy, this kind of ties it back in, is the fact that he said all of us nerds here, it may in fact get boring, and it's within the boredom and settledness that we see clarity, and people love the drama, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. So, like a direct question to you or anybody on the panel right now, it's like, why do people feel so anxious in the solitude of their mind when they can in fact make a deeper connection with God? What do you think about that, Jack? Because it drives people to most of the madness that they bring into their lives just for excitement, I think.
It sounds like a poem, but it is a question, Jack.
Well, there's so many ways to prove this. The truth is true in so many ways. People are their worst enemies. Only individuals can cause us to fail. Only we can sabotage ourselves. Only we can accept or sit in failures. Failure is really mostly a state of mind, but the world we live in has been taught, people have been taught and conditioned with acceptance of failure.
Right. And shedding off any responsibility, which is what I was talking about earlier. When people don't grow up and mature and take on that responsibility that is truly theirs in their choices and their learning from their past experiences, good things and their mistakes. But see, people don't want to take accountability for their mistakes, only the kudos for their good doings.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Well, this is why I want to speak with Donald Trump. The more I've thought about it, the more I'm convinced that I am the right man for the job. I don't know others. I know other people who could do it, but I don't know how to get their attention. So I know that Donald Trump, he does not realize what he's missing. And what he's missing is clear and obvious to me. He holds the positions. He can delegate. That position brings the connections and the influence for people to do what is right. We can end wars immediately. Yeah. He doesn't know what to do. I'm sure if he knew what to do, he would do it. And I want to help him see his other opportunities rather than follow the rules of others. He doesn't really follow rules anyway. He breaks rules. He's got the wealth and experience. He believes he's above the rules. Well, no one is above the rule of law.
But Jack, before you go further, don't you think that's the reason why he is in that position? That's one of the main reasons he's in that position, because he's spoiled and he's guns and
There's so many dots. I can connect so many dots, right? And there's other people who can do it far more detailed than me. But money and influence have corrupted every nation state. Every religion has been corrupted by the states of the history, right? So what we have today, we've got distortions of everything. We live in a world of distortions and illusions. None of this stuff is real. We've got to stop pretending that no one can get a hold of Trump, right? The guy is clearly, he's not healthy in his mind and body or spirit.
I know his name and we know his address. He lives in the White House and his name is Donald Trump. We know how to reach him.
Yeah. So how do we help me get his attention?
Yeah. And I think Arpol made a really good prescient point that Trump, again, is just another stepping stone on the overarching path that is Jack Talcott and the Live Without Fear message.
I like that.
Well, it's all tied together, because truly, Trump is a stepping stone. I see him as a way, as a direct way. It's an easy gate, right? If I can get through that door that he is in, he can lead me right in front of the men and women of Congress, so that together we can work together with the ambassadors and the representatives that we already have on staff, right? And we can bring peace to the world immediately. So he's not far away. Everything is coming together. I mean, Landry is joining. We're creating a documentary. That's the part that we kind of discussed earlier. And what a perfect time. A documentary just simply from here forward, where the path and purpose is. Can Jack Talcott do what he says, right? Are we going to bring peace to the world? We'll find out.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a
please.
big deal, and that's a big announcement too. Because like I tune in daily, and this is I found out about it on Zetetic Warrior, but this is the first mention of it. So, like, a little more of the nature of it. Is it going to be a documentary, like specifically about Live Without Fear and Jack Talcott's journey, or like what's the nature? Have you guys settled on something?
It's still being developed.
Okay.
He's a family man. There's also other projects that he's looking at for me. He's got expertise and talents that, I don't have, but he's also got other things going on in his life that I don't have too. So we're finding our balance in how we can work together and what we can do. But already it's like there's amazing things are happening. It's like I'm pretty sure I've found my alignment and I'm getting my stride. This confirmation the past month, you know what? Golly geez, I can't put a date on it because I keep growing and keep improving on what was. And it's been I've been created by everyone that I've been a part of, everyone who's been a part of me, right? That's how I've been made, just like every other one of us. But I've met some of the most amazing people since I've turned my path to God and started pursuing this path I'm on. And these amazing people are here. And it looks like more amazing people are going to bring more amazing things to me. So why not dream big? Donald Trump would love to end wars, and actually, he said he wants to do that. He wants to be a man of peace. He wants to expose the corruption. I want to help him. We can be on the same side of humanity and history, reclaiming this world in the name of truth and justice and freedom, right? In the name of Jesus, we reclaim the world back from the selfish devils that have been given influence and power so far.
Well, there's
ahead,
simple
Alpero.
things. There's simple things along your path to meet the president, which is a matter of a diplomatic event, and that would be things like a movement, which is your public service here on the internet is a matter of education and wanting to change certain historical events through your own involvement, which is peace and transparency. And so it's just a matter of developing that and being able to come up with a creative petition that would include not just yourself, but those that you're involving with in this quote movement. So it's coincidence that journal idea comes up, because that's actually a good idea, particularly if you look at that journal more in the aspect of a petition. I'm just saying, I think you're on the right path, and it's just very few people attain that, folks. So while you're sitting there saying Jack can't do it, it's been done many times, many times, and not just at the presidential level, but at the UN level, even by people that have thrown off their American heritage, this United States citizenship stuff, and walked in and say, hey, we follow the Lord. Our Bible is our law.
Yeah, like they even took a girl like Greta Thunberg and raised her up from a child into this type of role. And I see it, yeah, like El Perro was addressing the fact that there's a lot of negative feedback in the chat. And it's like, why are they using their time, talent, and energy to try to usurp a positive message when they could do the exact opposite and get on board and maybe put some wind in your sails? You know, that always kind of baffles me.
This is what I mean. This online experience it's been mind blowing. It's been mind altering for sure. My mind has changed about my views on the world. And I thought I'd learned a lot about the world before I started online. And then to see some of these characters who are just they're so disassociated from reality, they don't even friggin' know it. And it's like,
and on my way out, Jack, I'll say that, you know, again, that's one of those things that I recognized in you, but understand the more that we do this, the more we learn and the more we will change as well. It's not just the changes. We have to accept that at every moment, like you say, in the moment, we have to be able to accept that things might change. And therefore, we will have to change what we do, no matter what we've already planned. Just saying. So thanks again for having me up. Be blessed, everybody. We'll see you again next time.
Much love. I appreciate you, brother, sincerely. That's a little better. This StreamYard setup changed and on me, and I don't understand. I got to give this more attention sometime soon. Thank you for joining, El Perro. The idea of change. Change can be scary, but it's not. It's not at all. Change can be glorious, miraculous. It can be everything you want and more. That's what life is. Life is change. That's all we are, is change in the wind, right? We're just, we are notes. We are part of the song, the greatest song that's ever, the universe has ever played. That's what we are. And there's one conductor, right? That's the master of the orchestra. And we're just little songs that dance into and out of our existence. Sometimes we're fast, sometimes we're slow. I said something like this recently, I think. Oh, another topic regarding living with love, to live without fear.
Oh,
the concept of space. Okay.
Oh.
I was thinking about space earlier. Space is more predominant than form. There's more space than there is form, whether it's at the molecular level, the atomic level, or the universe, right? There's more space than form. And within us, we are full-bodied, right? But especially in our minds and emotionally, we can create space within ourselves. And in that space, that is where God is. God is that space that's in between and within everything. And
I'm not saying that Jack Talcott is God, but if there would be the spectrum of black and white and red and black, white, red, and yellow, right? Who's wearing the blue in this picture? It's Jack Talcott. Who's wearing the gray? It's just you, dude. The other, all we are sporting is the black and the red. You know, you're the only one sporting the blue, dude. You are creating the space here. I mean, let's just keep it. Oh, there's some blue there. Oh, yeah. Well, modern man is doing it again. Okay.
What am I doing?
You're perfect. You're bringing more perfection to the moment. And boy, that's funny. I appreciate that. There is a divine.
Trying to work it. Come on.
Well, there is a divine happening, right? That's what life really is. It is a divine creation. What is divine? In my mind, divine is perfection, right? Divine is holy. Divine is pure. Divine is true. Divine is right now. In the absence of fear, in the absence of worry, in the absence of pain, there is no suffering. And in the absence of suffering, there is comfort, right? So if you just follow the logic, figure out what you want to experience, then you can figure out how to achieve it. And I didn't realize how important it was to want inner peace. Everyone, please grow in, do whatever you got to do to resolve the guilt and conscience, to feel worthy in your heart, right? So you live purely.
Yeah. Well, I know that Frank does so, and I know that you do so. You know, that's why I like to connect with you people. And I don't know about this new guy, but you know, since he's here with us, I think he does so too.
So your biggest contention is that I'm going to remove too much drama, is what I'm seeing from the chat. Is that what I understand?
I think that's in part true. The other thing is he wants to know more about you. Like Voy has kind of been picking at it throughout the show. He wants to kind of get your 60-second elevator pitch, I believe.
No.
That would give me too much time to.
No,
you know,
just
it's more fun to be suspicious.
5 seconds. Like, who are you? Like
5 seconds.
Yeah, and I might be reading into that, but and maybe it's my desire to know a little more about you.
No, I mean, I think I put a pretty big amount on the table just in that last stream with Z. But I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like I'd be repeating a lot of stuff.
Yeah, do so a little bit. We'd have to rewatch that. That wasn't here on the old Jack Talcott channel.
Yeah, well, Jack, if you want at the very end to touch base on me after you close up your stuff, we can, or not. I'm not going to steal your show unless you have given me strict authorization.
Hey, no, respect. He's been active online. Here, I'll give a brief synopsis, and you can correct me. They can fill in with questions as helpful.
Good, and thank you.
I'm not sure exactly where or how, but he's been collaborating with another YouTube creator for a while in the Flat Earth community. And things broke away from there, and, you know, relationships separate. He found himself still wanting to do something, right? Wanting to do something more. And then through something with Rose, maybe the conversation she shared with me, he discovered me. And then as he looked into me, he saw some bizarreness, but also some value. Is that about right?
Yeah, just a total misunderstanding of, like, or I guess lack of understanding what was going on. I'm going to try to make sure that I might pause if they start making a lot of noise over there. They're trying to have dinner because, unfortunately, despite the claims, I do not live at my mom's house in her basement. But we got to learn that the projection is always telling of those who are projecting. But anyway, so yeah, I was working for someone. I mean, you can go and look if you want to know who, because I'm not really concerned about being associated with any people right now. I don't want to be known as anti-Flat Earth or pro-Flat Earth or pro-globe, because it's what I realized working in that community was that it was so distracting from everything else because it dominated the entire conversation. So I got so sick and tired of it. And to be frank, I had no idea that there were these panels at all. But I used to get so confused because he would make these videos that were talking about, oh my God, how dare this guy say this about me? And I'd look and they'd have way less subscribers, but I didn't realize it was of concern because they were getting more engagement. And as I discovered this community, and I was like, okay, cool. So this is a group of people who want to be, you know, engaged in community. And there's a sense of more than just watching here. It's we're doing together. So I picked up on that, but then I came across these characters who were like, you know, I mean, I don't really remember who it was, to be fair. It might have been Tommy, it might have been someone else, who knows. who were just taking over and dominating the show to where I was like, I mean, I would like to call in, but I don't know if I would because I don't think I'd get a word in. And even when I eventually did call in, I got, given pretty hard shade. Like, hey, this dude doesn't even know the panel verse. Who is this loser?
Right,
He doesn't know who
right.
Tommy is. That was the exact words. I can't believe this guy doesn't know who Tommy is. Like, that's a huge problem that I don't spend my time knowing who the man on the bicycle is. However, yeah. So I'm just looking to be a part of something more. I do have a unique situation where I've been able to spend more time. She's so loud. Sorry, I might have to mute myself. You can fill in if you want to. She's getting loud.
Hey, you're fine. And actually, Dad, you may as well go spend time with the family. You'll be all right. We'll.
Thank you for your permission, boss.
Well, I mean, I know. I'm sorry. That's rude of me too. You're gonna.
Oh no, it's not rude of you, dude. It's not rude. It's just some days are easier than others, but today's a happy day. But I'll go back to my mom's basement. Thank you for asking me. No, if anyone seriously has any questions, if they think I'm an agent or anything, I'll be streaming just some really basic stuff later. So
I do have one question real quick.
No, you don't look like an Asian. I mean, I know that Frank Monday looks in Asia, but you don't look like an Asian at all. No.
Okay. I got usurped a little bit there, but I do have one direct question, Landry. A lot of people, I've heard the word mentioned more than once, I think at least 3 or 4 times now, this so-called pogo, which I don't even know what that word means. And I had to look it up and I still couldn't get further
Same thing for me. I Googled it. I couldn't find a definition.
Okay. Yeah. Good magic then. It
I
doesn't
think
mean
somebody
anything to me, but
who wants to be famous or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I really wanted to be famous, I don't know if this is a place I would start.
So if you want to be famous, you call yourself "I'm a pogo." That's why you go on the Pogo app.
And it doesn't seem to me that that's at all what you're doing. So it's definitely misrepresentation.
Nah.
Well, it's just one of those things, man, where like I get it. I've been in this community long enough to know that all these kinds of people who are suspicious of things are going to be more likely to be suspicious of me. And I mean, it's never been that case because I've never really been out there.
I told you what pogo is, and you never heard what pogo was, right? And you never looked it up. I just told you.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up today for the first time.
And you just didn't go with it. So what the fuck are you doing here? Like,
the other thing too is I had. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
I had the exact same experience as you, is that I felt when I first came into the community, maybe 6 to 8 months
why
ago.
Why does Voyage keep talking over you, dude? I'm trying to listen.
Yeah, my bad.
No, I'm trying to listen to you, Frank, not Voyage.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was just going to say that I had the exact same experience when I came into the panel verse, is that there seemed to be a lot of cynicism and skepticism and suspicion that seemed to me unfounded because I was trying to approach it with authenticity and genuineness. And I found that with Jack, and I really haven't found that with anyone else. I mean, just brass tacks.
Okay, I see in the comments a more direct explanation. Privately owned, government operated. Okay, so that means I'm a government agent, which is, you know what, dude? If that's what you want to think, that's fine.
To clarify real quickly, because I think I may have been misunderstood there, I found authenticity and genuineness with Jack. And then go ahead.
Thank you.
I just thought that was cool to see that actual breakdown of what those words mean. But yeah, I mean, so government operated. Then we've got to ask ourselves, what does that look like? Who is operating me, and who is who's my master? Would it be Donald Trump? Because if that's the case, then I'm the guy for the job, right? If Donald Trump is operating me.
Absolutely.
Whoa, one thing I wanted to say before I jump off is that you talk about Trump a lot, but I do want to. I think with Kamala Harris, we got so used to the vice president being like useless. But I think in this situation with JD Vance, I think he has more power than a lot of the. I think Trump is putting in him just a ton of. I mean, there's reasons why he was chosen. You know what I mean? He's shaking hands with Palantir. He got Peter Thiel gave him $15 million to run, and so I do think that he's worth paying attention to too, because I think he might be doing a lot of the more sinister stuff. Because what's the media doing? Same thing as always. Trump does this. Trump does that. Oh, we hate Trump. Oh, we love Trump. Oh, Trump. You know what I mean? Well, in the background, I feel like this guy, this Vance, is going to be in power as president very soon. You know what I mean? The next 12 years, just like Joe Biden came back, after his run, and a lot of presidents always do that. So I think Vance is definitely an interesting character. But that's all I'll say.
No, absolutely. He's a big part of this because there's some sort of connection between Vance and Palantir. I can't remember remember the guys' names, but there's a connection. The oligarchy has been brought right in, right? The corruption and the criminality, the stuff that's going on right now, it's undeniable. I agree. J.D. Vance, I wonder if he might be more accessible than the actual president. It's a direction I really hadn't given much attention to, but I am going to give that some thought. Thank you.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to jump off now, but my closing words are, like I said, anyone has any questions, they know where to find me. But you specifically, Jack, I do want to talk to you at least one more time before, the end of the night. So just to touch base with a few things. And other than that, thank you. Thank everyone. You guys are awesome. Voyant, the next time you want to come at me, make sure you do it and look me in the eyes so I can know that you're not an agent.
There you go. Hey, blessings to you sincerely. I appreciate it.
Are you gone now? Have you
today.
finished? Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
What was that?
Well, that was a decent response to his goodbye.
He was poking some fun at you because of your doubts, your suspicions.
Yeah. So
Hey,
I petrified his suspicions. Just let him harden down on that suspicion.
Hey, no worries.
I mean, it's not. I mean, not everything can be soft, Jack. Some things need to be hard, right?
Okay, well, this is where I think you and El Perro, because you mentioned you guys connected, you resonate pretty strongly. It's both tough and rough, and you're missing out. You're missing out, dude. You're missing out on the softer side of life.
Yeah.
It comes when we learn how to trust. And we only learn how to trust when we're willing to stop fighting. But this world taught men that they're nothing unless they fight.
But there's no soft without there being any hard, man. Come on.
Well, yeah, there's a simple solution to that, Jack, and I'm glad you pointed it out. That rather than putting us in evil competition with each other, they should. I think the upward vector should be that we work in cooperation with each other.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what? This is the goal, for me to be a part of, right? To be a good example of showing cooperation. And Landry, God bless him. He really has helped me enforce my standards and raise my standards of what we will and will not allow. But you know what? He stepped away for his family. And I don't think there'd be any objection. Illumitami has been hanging out in the back. He has been doing much. His behavior has been much better than it used to be. And I'd like to bring him up and give him another chance now.
Actually, I feel delighted,
Is this a voice show?
Yeah. Thank you. Welcome to the voice show, Illumitami. You're allowed in the voice show. My overlord is Jack Talcott. I mean, that's not nothing, man.
Do you see how that mincing foreign voice doesn't work it well in the US?
That's what you do, man. That's the power that you have.
Void, please be careful not to enable his his patterns.
Well, I'm in complete control, Jack.
I know.
My urinary. Is that coming on the camera so it looks like I'm working?
I saw it. You are a craft. You've got the craft, the eye.
Jack, I don't think the new standard is going to work simply because you won't hold it equally among your panelists. I don't think it's going to fly.
It's going to improve.
Whenever you were coming up saying me and Paul and Banana and Steven, that were all these tests for you to get better, if there's a guy I fight to get better, I don't just get him called for disqualification. I get better till I can beat him. I don't just mute him out of the fight.
No, I have.
Nice to hear what?
I've won already.
Won what?
I won the battles. The battles between
What battles?
us. I already won the battles, dude.
Oh, if you're talking about battles between us, I thought you said there is no battle.
There used to be, but those are done. They're part of the past.
Okay, Jack, I'll say it without the analogy. When we challenge your thoughts and ideas, you're supposed to show us the reply to that and not just remove us from the conversation.
I know that's the rules you want me to follow, but
No. If you want support, you want to show people that you have those answers. But I wanted to add, you didn't bring me up earlier. Did El Perro say something about rewriting mathematics?
possibly.
I'm going to check back. I'll check back on that timestamp later.
Please,
Crazy.
that is fascinating. He does say some interesting things.
Rewriting mathematics, Jack?
What's that?
Rewriting mathematics. Let's assume he said that. Let's, for the benefit of the doubt, let's assume he said that. Really? Rewriting mathematics? Really?
Well, again, he's not a young man. Sometimes he says
By
things.
any means. Neither are you. Neither am I.
I know. So why do we
you think you'd be able to handle situations like YouTube a little stronger? Being a grown-ass man and all.
Why do we behave like such children so often?
I don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't act like a child?
That's how you're acting like a child. All you have to anything is, do you believe that? Are you sure about that? Now, Jack, the Palantir guy is kind of, what would we call it, Talcott tier? He's kind of doing you. He's throwing whatever amount of money to Donald Trump, who he's supporting for president, to enable his things once he's president. I think that's a lot like how you move, except you ain't got millions of dollars to dish out.
Right. It's smart business. I get it. That's why I want to talk to these people. I understand
but you
them.
guys displayed it like it was a problem.
No, you misunderstood.
And it is a problem. The Palantir guy is the one that's got the AI technology that will big brother us into oblivion. That's Palantir. That's military industrial complex AI technology.
Oh, and here, El Perro.
Were you reading the chat? Were you reading the chat?
Yes.
Jack, I don't follow your chat, and you guys pointed out earlier why I don't pay any attention to your chat.
Tom, please stop interrupting. Okay?
I'm sorry, there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge going on. My bad.
No, it was...
It's lowly peasant washing my clothes, Mr. Talcott. Now a ham bone.
I'm muting you
for only take so much at a time from Illuminati, dude. I mean, that's... No.
Yeah, and that's the basic thing that, like, I find difficult to deal with, is that he doesn't give a basic puff pass, right? Like, he's just bogarting the joint, which doesn't make it fun for anyone.
He just passes it hot to you, like, this was a good hit, man, and then he passes it like bloody hot to you. Like, what the fuck is this even, dude?
It's the difference between a crack pipe and a joint. And the other thing is, once he passes it to you, then he doesn't give you an opportunity to take a puff. He rips it back immediately.
Yeah, but still, it's good stuff, dude. He's passing good stuff.
Might I partake of your tasty marijuanas for a moment?
I would love to address the comment that I brought.
I don't follow your bullshit chat. You have to read it to me.
That's what I've been hoping to do. Thank you. So,
well, you guys were talking shit about me. I wanted to reply, but I know how it is around here. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, may I?
Please do.
Miss Margot has not drank since her AA. I believe that. If she took a shot for every time.
I said a hint.
Boy, please stop interrupting. Please. Okay. So, this comment, it was a callback to something Frank was asking. Apparently, El Perro was describing reading, writing, and arithmetic, and it was her rewriting arithmetic. That's kind of funny. And Sophia, I saw you mention something earlier about surrender. Oops, is that the wrong comment? There's another comment I think you had. You've been mentioning surrender. Surrender is something I've been learning too, as well. Surrender to joy. Surrender to delight. Surrender to love.
Surrender
Truly.
to blowjob. Surrender to oral sex. Surrender to knee rubs.
There are many paths to the bodily pleasure, and it doesn't just have to be through the
That's of the
genitalia.
flesh. Yeah.
Actually,
fair warning.
I'm going to mute you for a minute, please, because it ties back to these thoughts of space, right? Within us, we create space to separate ourselves from ourselves. That way we can see ourselves and see the problems we face from a different perspective. But you need space. You need to stop being filled with your torment, filled with your thoughts. You got to create space in your mind. And then as soon as you start finding space in your mind, that space that's in between the thoughts, that's where the silence is found. So when you hear the silence, key into the silence and let the noise become like a background, but focus on the silence. And that's the whole key to meditation right there. But back to space and the body. Our bodies, if you think about it, exercise or massage or anything like that, it's, through pressure, then comes the release and comes the comfort. So that's the whole idea of in the mind and body, manipulate your body, push into your pressure points, massage your muscles and feel the life that you are. You are this biology that's just amazingly spectacular. And our society has forgotten how special people are. Every human life matters. Every life matters. Life is why we live. I mean, it's just simple and obvious. Mankind has lost its way. And so there's many of us who have found our way to this path of inner peace where we have space in our hearts for others, right? Where we really care deeply about the world we live in. There's many like that. I just
want to have an amazing life.
You are.
Shut up, Jack.
Look how beautiful it is.
You will not be able to enforce that thing equally.
I missed what you said, but look how beautiful it is where you are.
Don't tell me about it. That's why we lead the country in mass bang-bangs, because we have 350 days of sun a year, Jack. Drives people crazy.
And to play off that idea of space and silence, Jack, like that's where the deviance of the mind comes in. The critical factor and the analytical nature is that they call it boredom, and as a result, they don't like it. They want to get away from it.
Well,
I think the comfort thing you tout is why things don't get done, Jack. Comfortable people don't make progress very often.
You don't understand comfort the way that I know comfort.
You're comfortable near DC. You're still asking how to get a hold of people in DC.
I'm working towards that end. I'm comfortable in my journey.
And if you were uncomfortable, you'd work faster, harder, stronger.
If I was what?
Uncomfortable.
So, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this contest about? Sorry, I'm trying to keep track here, but
Good question.
What are you been drinking?
Tommy's choosing to do laundry.
Jack bragged about doing laundry, and I was jealous of him. I said, I'm going to go do laundry because Jack did laundry. I was jealous of him.
You know what? I am proud of getting laundry done, and congratulations to you.
You're a grown-ass man. It's what you're supposed to do.
I think it would be best if my laundry was done by Tommy. That would be
good best. For little Jackie. He did his laundry like a big boy.
I mean, I would love that.
Jack, did you know that Paul manifested something into my life?
What's that?
One of the first things I ever called him out on back in the day was this story that he rolled with a tattoo-faced murderer and was his confidant man about life and God and stuff. And he tried to tell us that he like had this tattooed-faced murderer as his he was a life coach to him in essence. And I always called that as bullshit because it came up around the time we were all sharing our jail or prison stories, and he never kept talking about it. It's an awfully critical story to never mention again, so I think it was bullshit. Well, I'm camped up at a site right now with that guy named Bear, who is a tattoo-faced killer, 15-time felon. And the thing we relate on, though, is we both had to kill our best friend.
That's tough, man.
Nah,
but this is life. I mean, this life we're living, it is a mystery. Synchronicities are real. You'll hear something, it won't have much significance at the time, and then later it's like, wow, okay, now that makes sense. There was a reason for that. Life is pretty damn cool, man, as far as I'm concerned.
Then then you don't have to worry about all the mass people in fields with artillery and things, because life's pretty cool. You ain't got to worry about it.
Well, it yes and no, right? I actually have this incredible peace and joy in my heart, in my nervous system now, that I want to share it with the whole world. I want to share this. Huh?
In the words of that guy, I'm not buying it. Nobody's buying it, Jack. I'm not saying that you're wrong for not being that. I'm not buying it.
Should I do a live stream like this, like a Provo stream?
Well, you do like to mimic and copy things.
Well, so does he.
He better look good. Provo? I like it.
You know, whenever you think of who to copy and mimic, are you sure, Provo?
Get the blood moving.
Dude, Provo's another rock star. I got a lot of respect for him.
Provo. It doesn't mean he can do late night at the Apollo.
He's got a great flow and a great talent to him. There's no denying that. Just like you, you're like these finicky little artists, these prima donnas, got to be treated just right.
No, actually, that's what I wanted to come up and point out for Frank and some of these other people. Guys, anybody with a smartphone can do this, and Frank's like laying out his resume. Oh, I was on this nobody show, and then I went up on this nobody show, and now there's a couple of nobodies that can't even decide on planet shape that might be fronting Jack's documentary or his show or whatever, the music and a talk thing. Those people aren't even agreeing as a team.
I was just pointing out that it makes a lot more progress and impact than anything else that I've attempted to endeavor to do.
But what I was pointing out is, if Margot drank for every time you said 60-second elevator pitch, I wouldn't let her drive.
Yeah, I said that 3 times on the show tonight. Yeah.
And I wouldn't let Margot drive after 3 shots.
What's your 60-second elevator pitch, Tommy?
She'd be pulling on me and like kissing on me. I'd probably wreck. I don't like that stuff. And only because she's drunk, not because I'm hot shit.
I got you. No worries. I've got nothing against you, man.
I did that life. I did that time. I live outside now, and I'm much more what Jack's claiming than he would be. But it's not for lack of danger. I think there's more appreciation for things like me and that guy were talking this morning. There was someone on the other side of the river just playing violin, and you could tell it wasn't coming from a radio or anything because it had that reel they occasionally flaw and stuff, and you could hear. It was just in the woods over by the river, and we appreciated that because we don't wake up to our Bose stereo coming on at a certain time with what are the kids listening to? The Keisha, the 303s.
Gotcha.
Okay, let me take back over, please. Thank you. I love you.
By all means, I don't like you. You're mean to me. You're tyrannical. You're fake.
Not as bad as you think, I promise.
I only think that because I've experienced you.
I know, but you've kind of missed some of the things too. But
Can't
that's
prove it.
okay. I know, you're right.
And
Not yet.
I missed, you looped.
We're going to get through this, but
I
I'm
hope-
feeling it's around time to start shutting it down.
And you're going to need to rest if you're going to bring Paul and Z to some kind of not gay but cooperative thing. It's going to be a big task. I'd hang up that ending all wars for a while until you can get back to that. And I'm glad that modern man. I'm glad that he has other projects because you're going to be his favorite mistake. He's got a kid, you know.
Hey, Tommy, next time we're going to talk about things you love, okay? Because,
I love God. I love Jesus. I love truth. And I love living outdoors until it gets cold.
All right. I'm going to drop you out.
Dogs. I love dogs.
I know you do. I'm going to drop you out. Thank you, my friend, sincerely, for sharing your laundry with us and your, you know what, your energy. I do. You're a fan favorite. I know you are. You piss a lot of people off, but admittedly, Tommy brings me joy. Boy, thank you for you. I'm going to let Frank have last words.
I might not bring you as much joy as Tommy does, but at least thank you for allowing me on the show, because I like to be around with the geniuses that Tommy, Jack, and Frank are, you know, so.
I know. Hey, thank you for joining. Sincerely appreciate you. With you though, Voy, hopefully you're still listening, but the interruptions, that's something we can all work on, especially being on these panels. And Frank, you do great with that, being aware of interruptions. Any final words from you, my friend?
Yeah, certainly. And thank you for that, Jack. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Like, there's very different energies to different things, right? Like, some of us come for a monologue, some of us come for discussion or interaction. I'm always here for fellowship. I think of it like a Native American Indian powwow, and we get in and we pass the peace pipe around. Sometimes people bogart it a little bit too much, and then when they hand it to you, you know, they immediately rip it back from you. That's not the type of interaction I'm looking for. You know, there's the interaction of interviews where they're a very different thing, and then there's debates. And personally, I don't take part in the debate platforms very much because it's not something I'm interested in. I'm here with faith and love for the Lord first and foremost as my foundation. So I'm looking for fellowship, and I always find that you offer quite a bit of that. You know, you only tolerate the BS in so much in any given direction, and I think that's a good thing. And yeah, so thank you for your time, Jack, and blessings to you, and have a beloved day, man.
Hey, much love to you. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate what you bring. And for those who don't know, that's Frank Monday, available on YouTube. And there is another co-creator, one who is another wild card, but one I've been a fan of, if I'm right about this. Welcome back, Toilet Bowl Earth.
Jack, how are you, sir?
It is you. I'm so grateful. How have you been?
I've been great, Jack. How about you?
Dude, you wouldn't believe me.
Well, I mean, I know I kind of saw you're still doing streams every day. It's, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You got that work ethic, Jack. Got to keep it going, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for seeing that.
We hustle, we grind it out here.
Eventually it'll pay off. But it always is paying off.
It's a process. You just gotta start. You just gotta do it. Keep doing it. You know.
That's what I'm doing. I was about to wrap up, though. I don't know if you knew that.
Say what again?
I said I was about to wrap up. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, you about to wrap up? Oh, my bad. Well, it's good to see you, buddy. Take it home, okay? Take it home first. I'll see you later.
All right, much love. I appreciate you joining as well, man. Holy cows, all stars are here. This Jack Talcott channel, don't deny others, right? Invite others and tell them to join, right? There's something special going on here. Remember to subscribe and like and share with others to help support this with the algorithms, and then do do the voice to voice, right? The neighborly thing, invite others to join, because there is something special happening with this Live Without Fear. I know it to be a message of love and from love. And that reminds me, let me do another shout out real quickly in support of love and people who, young people in love. There's an opportunity to help a young couple. I don't know about them or their competitors, but only a couple of hours left. For those who are willing to participate in this promotion of America's favorite couple, again, it's up to you. But I was invited for the opportunity to help promote it, see if we can get this young family into first place, for whatever that means. And I'm all about promoting others. And I was asked by someone who I care about. So the question is obviously yes. Brothers and sisters, thank you for supporting me. I hope to grow and to continue to support you. The topic today of Live with Love. I hope that I do a decent job, although we all know my flaws. We all know where I slip up. I'm not always perfect, but I sure do try, and I do care to try. And I have a very healthy practice of gratitude. That does bring me just so much joy, so much happiness throughout my day, every day. And truly, speaking from experience, and if you think about this for yourself, you'll know it's true for you too. Little matters when we're in a state of love. For truly, love is God. God is love. And love is who you are. I'm going to wrap it up there. I think that's a perfect opportunity. To all those who are here and later, thank you. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Thank you again, and peace. Oh, I've got us set to be forwarded to an atheist channel, Breakfast Tacos. So I may try and drop that link in the description or the chat later. Anyway, if you don't want it forward, don't forward. But for those who are interested, it's more conversations. And he does a pretty good job of managing what he does. That's over on Breakfast Tacos. And have a beautiful evening. Peace.